This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Today we're putting in a new bake element on electric oven and stove. So we're going to remove the door first. We're going to take these little latches and just pull them toward us, and then we're going to bring the door forward, and that will start to disengage these little hinges. It comes right out. We're going to bring that off to the side. Make sure we unplug it. This is a 220 volt system, so you can either turn off the breaker or you can unplug it. Make sure the power is off though, really confirm that, because we're going to be dealing with a part of the element that could touch the frame and we don't want it to short out. So we're going to be removing the racks. Usually you can just pull out your oven away from the wall so you can unplug it. That's the safest. Here's the old element that just got so hot that it melted, and we're going to be putting in a new one. Pretty easy procedure. I'm just going to take 1/4 inch drive and remove these 1/4 inch screws. That's all that's holding in the element. Behind it are 2 spade connectors that we have to remove, so pretty easy. We're going to grab the element and tilt it up to about 45 degrees, and then that'll allow the connectors to come out. You may also have to use your hand to help pull those out. Again, you got to make sure the power is off because you could get shocked at this point. Alright, now all we have to do is remove the spade connectors with a pair of pliers. You might be able to use your fingers, but I usually use pliers because they're on there pretty tight. And we'll just take away the old element, bring in the new one, exact replacement, and we just put on those spade connectors. We use our fingers to do that. Just make sure they're securely on. Push them on as far as they can go, and they'll kind of click into place. And then we're just going to feed that back into the oven cavity. That little foam stuff or hairy stuff is insulation, so don't worry about that. So we're going to line up those screw holes, put the 1/4 inch screws back in, and then you're pretty much done. Just putting the oven door back on and getting the oven back into position. So there's our new element. We're going to plug it back in, and we're going to reset the clock so we have the power off. There we go. So this is on a GE electric oven. We're going to test it out. So set it for 350, find the start button. There we go. And then doing the preheat. Here's the old one again. It just melted because somebody used the self-clean feature, and the engineers designed this to clean the oven, but it almost always destroys your oven. So please don't use your self-clean feature, or you'll have to have a technician like me come out and fix your oven for you. They just get too hot. It does some damage. So here's the bake element now fully fired up. Here's the part number that we use for this GE oven. And these are pretty cheap. These sell for about 20 bucks. And now we're just going to put it all back together. So we put the oven racks back in. We're going to make sure we push the leg of the oven onto that anti-tip device. We're going to put the door back in. We put the little pins back into the oven cavity. Make sure it's in, and then just let the oven door go down 90 degrees so it's horizontal or perpendicular to the frame, and then slide the little locks forward. Make sure they're all the way forward. And then you can close the door, make sure it works, and you are done. So thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe to our channel when you get a chance. Thank you.